thatmovieguyUK.
One film that eluded me in 2019 was Mark Jenkins' Bait. And I will be honest, I really tried so many times to go and see it in the cinema, and I was adamant that I was going to watch it at the cinema, but unfortunately that did not happen. I was in Venice, I was in London, I was in a lot of places, and there was no time, but the BFI have released this Blu-ray, and I must say it is packed full of cinema goodness, and I would recommend buying it. If you want to blind buy this film, or if you love this film, buy it, buy it, buy it. This is not an advert for the BFI, not for Bait, but still, I really want people to watch Bait. And that's why we're here. Bait follows the story of Martin Ward. He's a co-fisherman without a boat. His brother Stephen has actually repurposed their father's vessel into a tourist tripper and has driven a gigantic wedge between the brothers, and their childhood home has also now become a getaway for the London money. As he's struggling now to restore the family into a traditional place and create increasing friction with tourists and locals alike, a tragedy at the heart of the family actually changes the world around them. Bait truly feels like the dawning of this Cornish new wave. Mark Jenkins really has gone above and beyond with this film in the element of that he pays homage to early cinema, and I feel like it's a love letter to the style and the aesthetic that I feel like has drawn him into creating this story. But at the same time, there is this big culture change in small villages and areas of beauty. And there is this shift. Obviously, we are living now in a very mass corporate world where Airbnb is the thing. We are traveling to places that we wouldn't imagine before, and it really does create a change to culture and to our heritage. I think obviously in Wales we see this quite a bit. Tourism is something that we have to thrive upon, and it is a mass part of our economy. And you see how at times change is good, but at the same time you maintaining your traditions and your culture is also just as important as the tourists that will be there for 4 or 5 days and then they will leave and have lots of pictures of Instagram. But I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, and I don't think that Mark Jenkins is saying this either. I understand that this is actually a story that actually came out of Cornwall, and he wanted to tell this tale. And it's very interesting to think about it in this way, because I see Martin being the everyman. He is used to one form of existence and he doesn't really want to change that. And it's dealing also with hidden layers of emotion that not a lot of men provide and share freely. And you can sense this with very strong shots in his facial area. He holds his presence within the film so well. You can understand what he's feeling. There is a lot of tension, there's a lot of anger within him, but his narrative is so quintessential to Bait. You can do nothing but commend what you are seeing on screen. What I also enjoy in this is that there is a character within the editing. The editing provides a syndication of what Jenkins is trying to display, what kind of emotions are going through, because we cut a lot from maybe a conversation to a piece of rope to a pint being drunk to animals. There's just so much changing in the film, and I feel like Bait does it well compared to how the Other Side of the Wind, Orson Welles film, did its editing. There's a purpose to it, and there's an understanding of emotion and feeling throughout this process. Bait is a film that truly needs to be nourished. It needs to be seen by a wider audience. It truly takes you back to the mastery and how craftsmanship created cinema, but also it gives a 21st century twist with its actual context and story. And it is a lot of food for thought. It gives a perspective of a part of Britain that we don't normally see, and that's in Cornwall. And I really would recommend anybody seeing it. highly, highly recommended. Have you guys seen Bait? If you have, please let me know what you think of it. If you think there is another kind of similar film within the way it's been made or within its context that you think I should watch, let me know below. It would be amazing to know what you guys think. Obviously, it's actually available on the BFI player also, if you do want to check it out on them. It is, I think you can get a 5-day subscription for free. Don't say I said that, but it's fine. But please do. There are more reviews to come. I honestly don't know what is coming up next. I have got a bit of a busy period coming up. I've been actually helping program a LGBT youth film festival with a group of young programmers in my area, and we actually are beginning to play the movies starting this Monday on the 3rd of February. So if anybody lives in the North Wales area and you'd be interested in supporting a local youth LGBT group called Gista, I would love to see you guys there. All the information is below, just as my information for Letterboxd, Twitter, Instagram, everything is there. And obviously, as we say on the channel, diolch dan cael brigado mewn sy'n bwcw, arigato, thanks for ambition, all the shins. And obviously, never change. Bye.